Hello there, I'm Tom Seaman. I am half of the ownership of the Art Shack Studio and Gallery in Southport, North Carolina. Linda Platt and I are both artists, and this is an environment that allows us to do our art all the time, our way. Because of the way a gallery works, we're free to create what we want to create and put it out there for people to see. We're not bound by what we think will sell. Linda is a painter, a fabulous painter, and potter as well. She does most of the pottery in here as well as the paintings on the outside walls. I do the metal sculpture. Linda and I have been together for 26 years. We just decided she was going to be an artist as well. She always had the talent, and we said we'll break free, and we headed south where there was no more snow to Southport, North Carolina. When we arrived here in '97, it was a beautiful place, but not a lot of place to do work. We ended up starting our business in a fruit stand that had been abandoned, built 30 years before. We were there for 5 seasons, moved then to a gas station, then to a pawn shop. All older buildings here in Southport that could accommodate the mess that we make. We were able to acquire this property in 2004 and opened up the existing Art Shack in November 15th, 2005. It's a beautiful building. It now had air conditioning. It was clean. We had separate working space. We weren't right in front when you came in. We started to attract artists. And they looked around and decided this would be a great place for them to show their work and asked if we would consider it. We considered it, and we've been a gallery ever since. We're known for being different. Most people who travel here from elsewhere don't expect what we have in a cute little seaside community like Southport. We thrive on original art and original thought, and it's worked out for us so far, and we're very happy to be here. When we first moved down here, and most of the people who approached us, especially in the gas station where we were at the time, would come in, look at my work and go, "What's that?" And I understood it. It's more about the form, the movement, the meaning of texture, negative space, color, light that intrigues me. I've been trained to do human anatomy and busts and things of that sort, but it's not what I wanted to do. When I became aware that I could do it well, I stopped. And now I create things that come from my mind, not from my sight. So I don't seek to recreate what I see, but to interpret it and also reinterpret it in ways that nobody else has ever done before. To me, to create art that's been done by somebody else is a waste of time. Why would I ever want to do that? Not everybody understands that because it doesn't appeal to everybody. But that's not my purpose in creating art, to appeal to everybody. I just want to make beautiful things. And I've done thousands of pieces over the years, and they've all sold to the one person who said, "I need to have this in my life." It's a great way to make a living. Don't expect to get rich, because you're not going to get rich. But who cares? The life we lead is rich. Linda and I are free to create whatever we want, whenever we want, and it works. We had this designed, and I general contracted this building in a U shape. You go down one arm and it's our house where we live, so that we don't have to travel to get to work. And on the other wing is our studios for Linda and myself, and for some storage. In between, we have a sculpture garden. This whole property is dominated by 2 live oak trees that come up over it, and sort of like an umbrella. It's beautiful. We had to cut them back because of hurricanes a little bit, but that provided us the opportunity to take the space underneath these these beautiful trees and do something special. People just walk back there and they're just, look, this is beautiful, because we have to be on the main drag to be in business, but we don't have to live with the traffic noise from 211. And back here, we don't. Just light the fire in the fire pit, fire up the barbecue, sit in the chairs, drink some wine, have some cheese, and we entertain that way as well. We've got more than a dozen fabulous jewelry artists. You're not gonna find this jewelry in a jewelry store. It's just not there, and it never will be. To me, to spend $400, $500, $600 for a piece of jewelry is a lot of money. Most people who come in here, they drop thousands at a hat for something that's far less desirable to me at a jewelry store, because that's the way it's done. We have jewelry from $6 to $900. We have sculptures from $200 to $3,000. Glass, beautiful blown glass, fused glass, stained glass. All these artists are in here creating fabulous items that hang in your windows. They could go out in the yard, they can sit on your table, you can eat from them. It's just a wonderful place to be. The paintings, this is so soothing. This young lady, Jean Turner, French Turner, is local. All our artists are local. It's really soothing and so on. It's just, you just want that. That artist over there paints with wax. It's beeswax. It's a 3,000-year-old tradition, but people don't even know it exists. And her skill level is off the charts. We've got people who've been doing this for 5 years, 55 years, but they all have one thing in common. They're true to their art. They're true to who they are and what they want to do with their life, with their art, and they're dedicated to it. And we attract those people because they know they're going to be well represented here. We understand them. We're coming from the same root in terms of wanting to express ourselves with something beautiful. And we love it when people come in and enjoy what we've got. It's generally a surprise. Their mouths drop when they see a 24-foot ceiling in here, when they come in, because it doesn't look that way from the outside. It's so much larger than it looks like from the outside, but it's a place of wonder as well. One day we had a couple come in here, a family, not a very sophisticated family. They just came in, 2 kids, mom, dad, and they walked around about 20 minutes, a half hour. And they stopped by where we were seated, and he said to me, "You know I'm still in Southport, but I feel like I've been transported to a different world. And it's really beautiful in here. I know when I walk through the door, I'm gonna be back in Southport. But I thank you," he said, "for this experience." Is there any other reason to be an artist? That's what it's all about. If you can take somebody and change their lives with their feeling, or inspire or raise them up, make them feel joy, that's what art's about. And that's what we're about. Not to the level that I get emotional about it, excuse me. But we're successful in doing that. And we're blessed by being able to do that. And that's why everybody comes back. Not everybody finds us because you're going 45 miles an hour past us. We're not downtown. But once they stop in here, this is the word you hear. "Gee, I never knew this was here. I missed this for so long. I can't believe it." And then they don't ignore us. They stop here first next time, whether or not they're from California, Ohio, Arkansas, or just down the road. That's why we're here.
So we applied for the grant. This year the program is called Lifting Lives with Literacy. We focus on several different programs, including adult basic literacy, GED test preparation, and that was one of our core goals this year. With COVID, we had a lot of students who became disengaged with school. It's easy to drop out and, go work at a fast food place that's offering big sign-on bonuses, and basically make instant money. And so we are trying to get those people to come back, the adults. We are able to purchase books for our students and train new volunteer tutors. Well, we've been in the county for 41 years, and we would not be able to sustain that and our services if it weren't for Focus Broadband and other community organizations. The fact that an organization in our community sees the benefit that we're providing, it's an amazing partnership that we have. And it's not just the students that you guys support, it's the economy in general. When you have stronger a workforce, then you have better employees for employers. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
My name is Sonia Todd, and I own Sonia's Grill and Supply, North Carolina. I started my business here in 1987. My daddy, Louis Lewis, and my uncle Dennis Lee Lewis, they moved the little building here from Sunset Harbor. It was a little hot dog stand. And so we've added on over the years. It's grown a lot. Whenever we first opened, we just had like hamburgers and hot dogs, and I used to serve ice cream and milkshakes. And it was a little walk-up stand. We had a porch on the outside, a deck built on. This used to be outside here. And then we completely covered over the whole restaurant and closed it in. Whenever I first started, I had just went through a divorce, and I had a daughter, 4 years old. Her name was Katie, and I brought her here to work with me. She used to get at the sink and wash dishes, and she hung out here. And then when she started school, I would take her to school, and she would get off the bus here. And then over the years, I had remarried, and I got another daughter, Kayanna. She's married with 2 kids, and she grew up working here. So both of my daughters grew up working in the restaurant business, and I've been right here doing this on my own for 32 years now. My husband, Lester, he comes in and gets me started in the morning, and he's a big help to me. My daddy, he gave me this land whenever I started, and he always said, if you'll work, I'll help you. And I was brought up, if I wanted something, I had to work for it. And I enjoy working, and I enjoy, meeting people, and I enjoy feeding people, We serve hamburgers and hot dogs. I make our own chili. There's no filling or anything in our hamburger meat. It's never frozen, it comes in fresh. We have seafood, local seafood. My brother-in-law, he has a shrimp boat, so he shrimps. We fill them, devein them, head them. And we serve seafood, and on Thursdays is our catfish special. We have catfish. We have a good-sized menu. We have beef liver and onions. We have hamburger steak. We have any kind of sandwich you would want to have. Our burgers is popular because everybody wants to try our burger. We have people to come here and they've never been here before, and they'll ask me what is my favorite. And I'll say, well, if you've never been here before, try a cheeseburger or a hamburger. And sometimes I'll say, even get your hot dog to go along with it, see which one you like the best. And I also tell them, I said, if you don't like it, I'll fix you something that you will like. But we just try to do our best and please our customers. And if it's something that they don't like, we just offer them something else, different. We pretty much satisfy our customers. We do a lot of donations through the schools and stuff. The kids will come by, you know, like say with ball or cheerleading or annuals or something, and you know, I always try to help out. The teachers will have special events, and I'll give donations, t-shirts or a gift certificate or something. I have done like treasure boxes and raised money and bought stuff to take to the schools, you know, and help out with kids. But we have always helped with raising money for cancer. My daddy, he donated the land for hospice, and we've always been a giver, you know, helping people. I'll feed you, you know, if you're hungry, but we've always just helped out and helped people whenever they need help. But I also like to see people work, you know, for what they get, you know. I've had a lot of people to come through here and ask me for jobs, and I didn't need no help, but I knew they needed, you know, needed work. I knew they needed food, and I would put them to do something. But I took that after my daddy. Through Hurricane Florence, we ended up coming back out here and working. In 2 days, I fixed over 500 biscuits for Brunswick Electric. We fixed a lot of food. We helped out a lot. We were tired and had long hours, but you know, I was coming out here at 4 o'clock in the morning to try to help feed the guys before they went out on their long days. And you know, it was a struggle for me to get out here because I lived across the lot with Folly River, which was flooded. But it never crossed my mind of what was going on at home. I just want to help people and feed people, because we had people after they opened the roads up, like to come from Leland areas, that there was nowhere to eat and their refrigerator was out, they didn't have food, you know, and I give bread away, things like that I had extra of. But we had my daughters come in and help. We fixed coolers of food. We helped out a lot of the power people and the people that was cleaning up the ditches and stuff like that. We open Monday through Friday. We open at 7:30 in the morning to about 3:30. Some mornings we do open a little bit earlier, and some days we open a little bit later. We don't open on weekends no more. Last summer we closed up because I had been doing this for 32 years. And we've always opened on Saturdays, but we decided to take a break and enjoy life a little bit more and spend time with my grandkids. Well, we do deliver now. We do deliver, and we'd like to have like a $40 minimum. So if, you know, some days I have extra help, or some days I don't. But schools we deliver, through school time we deliver to Virginia Williamson, and we deliver to Supply. And then Jessie May, they call in or fax in like a big order, say like on Thursday, and they'll pick it up on Friday morning. But we do, and we deliver. We've delivered at the hospital, we've delivered at the college. So if, you know, like if they've got a good size order and I've got somebody to run the food, I'll do it. We're right here in a good location on 17. We have the Brunswick Electric guys. We have a lot of the local guys, but we have a lot of tourists that comes in. And usually whenever we have new people to come in, they let us know where they're from. But there's nowhere really to get homemade hamburger in this area. We have people to come in and say now that they never knew I was here. And I'll joke with them, I'll say, well, I'm glad y'all stopped by because I'm getting ready to retire. And they'll say, are you getting ready to retire? And I'll tell them, no, not right now. But I really appreciate the customers, the business. We have a lot of friends. We've met a lot of people. And we have locals, and we have people to come every day. Sometimes they come twice a day, you know, for breakfast and lunch. This business has been a blessing to me.
When I came to North Brunswick, I started teaching biology, and I really wanted to expand the science content here. Originally, there was a marine science class that was offered here, and I really wanted to bring the curriculum back. So I talked to my principal, we got it approved, and I started creating the course again. So I wanted to apply for this grant so that I could have great materials, great lab supplies, so these students could do hands-on scientific investigations. With the grant money, I was able to purchase a density flow model, which allows the students to understand how ocean circulation works based on density. And then I was able to also purchase a class set of ocean circulation models. I also purchased a set of sea turtles that the students can identify using dichotomous keys. And lastly, I was able to purchase some materials to create biofuel. It means a lot to me to receive a grant from Focus Broadband. It means that they are supporting the community, especially as teachers, having someone in the community that's saying, hey, I know this course could be beneficial to students and they can actually learn really cool scientific phenomena I think is just really outstanding.
So I'm Ken Gussie,
I'm Rich Montgomery,
and we own
Hippie Canola Company on Oak Island, North Carolina. The business was started by a young lady here about 4 years ago, and I was one of her first customers. I fell in love with the tropical fruit. We went to pick up my order about a year ago, and she told us that the business had grown too much and that she was going to have to sell it. We had been on the island for several years and decided we would like to become more part of the island. We jumped and did it, and it's been wonderful. I'm a jeweler by trade, and Kenneth was a food packaging engineer. It was part of an experience to grow and to be part of the island and to, eventually, have our business down here and I guess retire someday.
Well, I think the key thing is we had absolutely no business experience,
Absolutely.
but we both understood the value of a customer and what it takes to keep a customer from our other jobs.
It was scary at first, and we took over right before season started, so we went in with both feet running, and yeah, it's crazy, but it's fun.
We offer currently 9 different recipes. And they go from traditional cereal type granolas that you could put milk or eat with yogurt or ice cream, to more decadents with chocolates. And we have 4 products like that. A very specialty product with ginger, crystallized ginger, pecans toasted, and some of sweet cherries.
And then our #1 seller is Amazing Nuts and Seed. This is a grain-free product, so it's nothing but cashews, pecans, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and unsweetened coconut.
So I wanted to show how we make our Amazing Nuts and Seed product. It's our most popular product, and it's got really simple, basic ingredients. And it's our least sweet product. We have unsweetened coconut, pecans from Texas, comes off a plantation, pumpkin seeds, almond flour, slivered almonds, sunflower seeds, cashews, and then just a little bit of salt. We take all this, just add it to a bowl, do a quick mix, and then in our wet ingredient bowl, I've already put in honey and vanilla extract, and then here's maple syrup, and then some coconut oil. And so that's the entire sweetness that's added to this granola. So you'll see the sheet pan. A quick whisk. And I think this is a really pretty granola just like this, but when you see it, when it's baked, the colors really pop on it. So now I just pan it on a sheet pan. And the things about granolas, they're not real fussy in how you spread them out. You don't want to have big holes. You don't want to have lumps. But as long as it's fairly even, it'll bake even. Some are a little particular on humidity, and we've had to invest in a dehumidifier so they don't come out sticky. But it's more forgiving than if you were making cupcakes or regular cakes and that type of baking. When I throw this into the oven and then pull out the finished product. Oak Island, Southport, all together. Once you become a small business owner, there's really a great support network here among the small businesses that, they'll go away if you want to kick an idea around and say, I'm thinking of this, how do you think I should go about it? Or where can I find this resource? And that I've just been amazed how all of a sudden you're part of a different group once you own a business here. It's been fantastic.
Well, and I think one thing we found out was people didn't realize that we actually make it right here on Oak Island. We'll start out with 3 bowls, and we start out with the oats, and everything is done by hand. Everything is all natural, and then we take a blank bag and we label it with what the flavor is going to be. We put the ingredients and everything on the bag, so each bag is handmade, and then we fill them by hand. So this is a totally handmade artisan product. So, and we're very honored for the quality and for the flavor that we provide everyone with. But I think that's why we have such a tremendous following, is people know it's a good product.
So I teach Health Science 1, and that is anatomy physiology. It is the foundational course for all of our health science courses. The students all have to take it. They learn all the body systems and just generally how the body is set up. And so one of the things that I have seen be very successful in other classrooms and other schools is the Anatomy in Clay program. And I really wanted to bring that here to West Brunswick because I thought it would really, really help our students engage with the different parts of the anatomy. This is a very expensive program. The mannequins that we use, they're quite pricey, and that was not something that the school system could support financially. And so to be able to bring that program here, we needed to look for outside funding. It's really important for us to receive support from people like Focus Broadband because it is really important for us to know that you support our kids, that you support our programs, that you want kids to stay in the local area and have jobs here and remain local to the community.
The telephone, still one of business's most important tools. Whether you have 2 employees or 2,000, Focus Broadband has your business voice solution. With automated attendant, the ability to host conference calls, and for employees working remotely. Keeping you connected is our top priority. Focus Broadband designs a custom solution for your business with no upfront cost and low monthly rates. Plus, installation, training, and maintenance are included. Focus Broadband Business Solutions. We have the tools your business needs.
Focus Broadband turns your home into a smart home. Secure doors and set your alarm with our easy-to-use app. Monitor your home in real time. Automate thermostats and appliances. Remote control lights, garage doors, and more with trusted local support. All for as low as $36.95 per month. Now that's smart. Call today for a free evaluation and get a video doorbell on us. Connect, customize, and control with security by Focus Broadband.